Hi guys, and welcome back to another Semprinter TV video. In today's video, myself and Bilal Mirza are going to react to Inter's 2-0 win over Getafe in the Europa League. Be sure to let us know down in the comments below what you made of the match, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on push notifications. What did you make of the first half shown from Inter then, Bilal?
Very physical match, this one between Inter and Getafe. Right from the get-go, Inter were pinned back into our own defensive half, whereas Getafe were playing a high press defense in numbers, committing men forward, trying to create turnovers into our own half, but we remained calm, retained possessions, moved the ball around in a calm manner, trying to look for open spaces to create something. Midfield was very clogged up, nothing going through the middle either. They were very aggressive in the midfield too, disrupting Gagliardini, Brozovic, Barella, preventing anything from happening. And whenever an opposition plays so aggressively, the only opportunity a team is going to get is play efficiently out the back, find your attackers with the long ball, and we did that really well number of occasions. Bastoni around 33-minute mark playing a peach of football, perfectly playing into Lukaku's well-timed run into the box, and he outmuscled the defender brilliantly, creating opportunity and shooting the ball through his legs into the far right post, scoring Inter's first goal. And the game remained at 1-0 scoreline by the end of the first half. However, the key talking point in the first half was the play of Roberto Gagliardini. I know it sounds like a broken record, but anytime this guy is put under pressure, he only plays sideways into the back, and he continued to do that. Anytime he tried to be a offensive contributor, he was so inaccurate that disrupted the offensive flow altogether. And in these games, when their opposition is playing you with such a high press, you need efficient and accurate passers in the midfield. And perhaps in this occasion, a Sensi or Borja Valero would have served slightly better. However, the physical game that it was perhaps to Gagliardini's credit, to being a somewhat of a physical presence for us in the midfield and winning the ball over a number of occasions.
I think you raised some really good points with regard to our first half performance. With regard to the second half, I felt we certainly started it better than we did the first half. We were a lot just kind of more proactive, had a lot more kind of chances. Nicolo Barella went close, and Danilo D'Ambrosio, who's been in good goal scoring form as of late, also came close with a kind of overhead kick volley effort. That was within the space of the first few minutes, and we were certainly the better looking team. Of course, we went into that half of the lead, so the pressure, although there was some on us, it was more on Getafe, who needed that goal. Of course, it was just the one leg, so they couldn't really bank on taking it to the second leg and trying to pull it back. Then they had to get the kind of tying goal. They did kind of get more desperate as the half went on. I felt they were pushing quite a lot more men forward, whilst we were choosing to defend a bit more, only really keeping one or two men up in the attack. I felt we were massively let off that Getafe would miss the penalty that they were awarded after a Diego Godin handball. I think an argument can certainly be made that Godin was perhaps fouled, which led to him handling the ball. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt about it. The ball hits off his hand, and under the new rules, I guess it is a penalty, but certainly there was a bit of contact there, and I think that may well have forced him into putting his arm out. But luckily for us, we weren't made to kind of pay for it. The veteran striker put it past the post, and yeah, I mean, I think that would have really changed the game had they managed to put it in, but thankfully they never. We managed to then make it 2-0. Christian Eriksen, moments after coming on, he kind of initiated the move, played it out wide. I think it was D'Ambrosio crossed it in, and Getafe just really struggled to clear it. And Eriksen was there to secure us the win that has now put us through to the quarter-finals. All in all, I think we've got to be really happy with this performance, especially given the kind of recent controversy and tensions kind of at the club after Antonio Conte's statements after that Atalanta game. We're now just 3 wins away from being Europa League champions, so with a bit of luck we can pick up the silverware. But first we've got to get past either Rangers or Bayer Leverkusen. So fingers crossed, and let's hope that we can, in a few weeks' time, be celebrating a Europa League win. Moving on to the top and flop section for the video then, the top for me in this match was Sami Handanovic. Handanovic didn't have all that much to do, but when he was called upon, he delivered. He made a really good save within the first few minutes of the game, got down low and saved the header, made another good save in that half as well, if I recall correctly, and then he made another good few saves in the second half, and including a really good one near the end where he tipped a header over the bar. So I think Handanovic definitely deserves the top for this week. What did you think the flop for this match was in, Bilal?
For me, the flop of the match has to be Anthony Taylor. He let way too much slide in this match. It was a physical encounter, and Getafe took full advantage of that, battering Lukaku, Lautaro, Barella, Brozovic, Gagliardini, Ashley Young. They hacked literally everyone, pushing people around, knowing that this guy is not calling anything. There were a number of yellow cards that he could have dished out, and he was way too lenient in my opinion, and that really disrupted the match to a point where it could have impacted the outcome of the match. Luckily for us, it didn't, but for me, he is definitely a flop of the match.